Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Got a few important things. A few important things that I want to talk about tonight. And I'm just trying to get my. I got a few important things that I want to talk about tonight. Dealing with our community in Athens, Georgia, man. I hope everybody been having a awesome week thus far. And I'm just pulling up some stuff so I can show y'all. I know it's been hot. It cooled down for the last couple of days, but it's hot. Okay. Before I get deep off into what I'm finna talk about, the main three things that I want to talk about tonight. I want to say this right here. Heyman wrote, I want to say this right here, right? For any individual that don't like me or don't like the work that I do, or whatever it is that you don't like about Charles Hardy, don't come to my page. Don't come to my page. Don't look at my page. Don't make up a fake profile and none of that stuff. I mean, my page is public, and I got it public so I can see the haters when they come. But if you don't like my page if you don't like me for whatever reason, or you think I'm a villain, a bad guy, or a mass murderer, or whatever you want to call me, I don't know. Just don't come to my page, because I'm not checking for negative people. And if you think I'm negative, you shouldn't be checking for me either. I got a group of people in my community that depends on the work that me and my friends or associates we do in the community, that depends on us. You know what I'm saying? The people that y'all won't even help. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like that you sit back and watch my page and then go post something else to try to assassinate me or my character. Let me tell you something. If you only knew my story, you would shut up. If you only knew my story and what I had to go through in my life to get to where I'm at today, you wouldn't have nothing to say. And you definitely wouldn't say it in my face anyway. So, but I ain't gonna concern myself with them haters, man. We're gonna stay blessing each other over here, and we're gonna keep doing this work in the community, man, because that's what matters most. While peoples are talking, we need people with boots on the ground. We need people with boots on the ground ready to do this work. Okay, the first situation I want to talk about, right? Is about the child predator stuff, right? Because I think that's the most important thing going on right now. So as y'all know, throughout social media, y'all been seeing a lot of people, you've been seeing a lot of people get caught up with messing with young kids, right? And I just want to say too, shout out to who it is, the street sweepers, for the work they've been doing to expose predators. Shout out to them guys, man. Y'all doing some awesome work, man. And if y'all need any type of support, man, reach out to me. But this predator stuff that I've been seeing, I actually got a chance to actually witness it myself, right? Y'all remember the post that I put up a couple of days ago about a guy that's been molesting an 11-year-old. I don't think I put her age, and I probably shouldn't say that, but so I'm gonna break it down to you what really ticked me off today. I got a call this morning saying that the young man that was raping or having sex or whatever he was, the sexual stuff that they, it just, I don't even feel right saying that stuff. But the young man that did that to this 11-year-old baby, the court system had a nerve to drop the charges and release him today. I got a call that said the Athens Clark County Court released the man today. I seen the evidence. Y'all know I don't never talk on speculation. I come with them receipts. So, and I ain't gonna put the family or the child out there. First of all, it's a child, so I'm not gonna do that. Y'all know how I rock like that. I don't do that. But I will tell y'all the location, since the property manager don't want to tell you. This incident occurred in the flats on Highway 29 in Athens, right? Parent doing her duties ran across some information after she investigated it and found out that the guy that stayed in the same building with them was molesting her daughter, who is 11 years old. When they reached out to me, I reached out to some people, and Athens Clark County, they got the evidence. The police department, they got the evidence, and they went and arrested the guy. And I ain't gonna even call the guy name. I'm not going to put his name out there, but some of y'all already know who it is anyway. But he went to bond hearing today, yesterday or the day, one of those days, here recently. And they dropped all the charges and freed him. After they seen the evidence, they still let him go, right? And when they told me this, the only thing I seen in my mind was this 11-year-old girl. Imagine what this 11-year-old girl, and this guy is 27 years old. He's 27, grown man, 27 years old, raping an 11-year-old baby, and been doing it. And the judges let him out. But you'll go in front of the judge for smoking a marijuana blunt or something, and they'll try to give you a life sentence. We got a man that's raping, having sexual contact with an 11-year-old. 11 years old. Imagine what that young lady is going to have to go through for the rest of her. Imagine what kind of danger they could even be in now. You dig what I'm saying? Imagine what kind of, this man done been released. And from what I'm hearing, he's in love with this little girl. In love. Man, what is wrong with me? He in love with an 11-year-old child. I'm sure glad I changed my life. He's in love with an 11-year-old baby. And after hearing some of the phone recordings between them, where he was saying to her on the phone, I don't even know how the parents holding it together, to be honest with you. I don't have any kids, but if that would have been my daughter, my granddaughter, anybody, and I ain't gonna promote no violence, I ain't gonna do that, but I don't know how I could have dealt with that. I don't care how many police is around or none of that. A grown man molesting my child, I don't know how I'm gonna deal with that. Mentally, I probably would have lost it. I would have lost it. But I want to tell you, and like I told y'all, it happened at the flats. And one of the problem is, for everybody that watching, right? One of the problem is with the crimes and stuff that occurs in the flat, or might occur in the flat. Y'all have a property manager out there, Dion, I think her name, Dion. She have refused all communication with the police department to be able to access the camera to get the evidence that they need to solve these crimes. She's the only property manager in Athens that I know of, and for where a large group of people stay, right? She is the only one that refused. She make the police go get warrants and affidavits and all that. So let me tell y'all about, for those of you who don't know, the police have this new thing called the crime center, right? They got a new thing called the crime center. As well, any property they can tap into the cameras and see the actual incident that happens, right? Which makes the community safer. If you got the police watching this camera 24 hours a day, somebody will be kind of hesitant to lead an 11-year-old child into an apartment. You feel what I'm saying? But Dion, that manager, that property manager out there, refused to give Athens Clarke County Police Department access to the camera. You feel what I'm saying? Why? You know, I can't prove this, but when you got a property manager that refused to cooperate with the police department and won't even tell the residents nothing that's going on, because from my understanding, I talked to some of the residents out there yesterday and today. That property manager still ain't told them that it's a predator on the property. It's a predator out there on the property. You feel what I'm saying? And she refused to give the police access to those cameras. What kind of woman are you, ma'am? Dion, whatever your name is, what kind of woman you are? We got a baby that's been getting raped on your property, and you won't let the police have access to the cameras? I'm trying my best. I don't know if people that know me can look at me and tell. I'm trying my best not to lose it. This make me put my guns on my hip and go and you, bruh, I know you watching. I know you or your homeboy probably watching or whatever. You sick, bro. You sick as hell, man. That shit got water in my eye. You sick, bro. Anytime you can do that to 11 years, I think about my little sister and shit, man. My little sisters, my nieces and nephew, they could be going through that. They could have went through that. And then imagine what that young lady is going to have to deal with for the rest of her life. Don't y'all know how many women that's out here today that's grown now that went through that in their childhood? Whether it's their stepfather did it, their brothers did, or what have you. They have to grow with that. That's an inside pain that they'll never be able to erase. Why would you steal that from an 11-year-old? And then for the judge to release you? The judge release you? Because if he heard the same video recording I got and seen the evidence that I got, man, I would have sentenced you today. Hey, if you stay in the flats, let me tell y'all something. If you stay in the flats, please, all y'all get together and stick together out there. Y'all need to stick. If y'all got bad apples out there, y'all get them bad apples from out there. If y'all need some help, if the police won't help y'all, the court system won't help y'all get it right, call me. I got about 5 or 6 homeboys. I come out there and I clean up by myself. Cause this ain't right, bro. This ain't right. This ain't right. You took that girl virginity like that, man. I should have talked about this last, because now I'm pissed off. Now that baby got to go to school. She got to grow up. what they're going to do to her and her parents. What they going to do to her parents. Her mom is already going through it, just finding this stuff out. Her mom is going through it. But then all these elected officials, the judges and all these people, they want to ask the government for money. They want to photo op. They want to get in the pictures like they doing all. Man, y'all ain't doing nothing to help this community. We got to help ourselves, bro. We got to help ourselves. And y'all, we got to stop doing the dumb stuff and stick together. If we don't do nothing else, we got to protect our kids. We got to protect our kids at no cost. Those are our future, man. We got to protect our kids, man. Damn. I did talk to one of the commissioners about it, and they said they would be open to having a town hall meeting with you guys out there so we can address these issues, man. And everybody that got to go, they got to go, man. They got to go. I know they might be your relative. They might be cool with you. All that hanging off the balcony and messing with those little kids. No, man, all that finna stop. I'm telling you now, it finna stop. It finna stop, man. You ain't just disrespecting the people. You disrespecting yourself. You disrespecting yourself, man. With all the women's in the world, all the women's in Athens, single women, why the hell did you pick up a baby? Bruh. Man, guys in the flats, please y'all stick together. Let's take it back to the old school, man. We got to take it back to the old school. We're going to have to. Let's stick together, man. Y'all, let's get y'all apartment. Y'all guys live out there. We got to stick together. We got to get that community right. It seems like every time something is built up and made for us, we find a way to destroy it. You feel what I'm saying? Not them. We find a way to destroy it. You got a whole child molester, and he probably is not the only one. I mean, I'm forever seeing stuff on my timeline with sexual predators and all, rape and all that stuff with these little boys and stuff doing, man. Every time something come for us, we find a way to destroy it. That place is beautiful out there. Nice apartment. And it's affordable. But we allow disrespectful people, rapists, child molesters, we allow them into our setting. I remember when I was growing up, I'm going to tell you something. When I was growing up, you had the people like Black Jesus and all these. A kid couldn't even go on the block because them old heads wouldn't even let it happen. I wasn't even allowed on the block at 10, 10, 11, 12, 13-year-old. Blackjack and all them people back from that era, they wouldn't even allow kids around them in these areas. We got to get back to the business, man. When we got people comfortable enough to rape an 11-year-old girl, that shit, excuse me, man. That just, excuse my language, man. I know it's some pastors be on my page, so I ain't gonna cuss. I ain't gonna cuss. I'm gonna move away from this situation because everybody know how passionate I am about kids and homeless people, right? And when stuff like this happen, man, it kind of do something to me for real, bro. It do something to me for real. And every time I think about it, every time. I'm finna move away from this situation, man, so I won't get in trouble. I won't get in trouble. The next thing I want to talk to y'all guys about is Athens Housing Authority, right? Athens Housing Authority is right now listed as the worst nonprofit in the city of Athens. The worst nonprofit in the city being ran in the ground. The worst nonprofit. I have sit here for the last couple of months, watched one lady, I sit here and watch one lady destroy a whole non-profit. One black lady, Sheila Chris, destroy a whole non-profit that we grew up to love. Now, first of all, I know she ain't from Athens, right? And it don't matter if you from Athens or not, I assume. But with her, I sit here and watch this lady destroy a whole non-profit. I'm talking about, she destroyed it. It's destroyed. This week, last week, she found a way to fire 2 more employees. 2 more employees. I mean, at this point, I don't even see how it's still open. So many people done quit, left, resigned, got fired or whatever. I don't see how it's still open. And what ticked me off the most is that you got a 99.9% board that oversees this lady, right? And they refuse to do something. So I'm going to tell you what I'm finna do now. Because a lot of people been asking me, who is this board? Why this board won't do that? It's 2 things, reason why this board won't do nothing, right? For one, they illegally fired the last executive director, right? Connie. Her name was Connie. They illegally fired her, the board. And they're still paying money on her contract because they illegally fired her, right? So now, if they try to fire Sheila, the executive director now, they gonna still pay her. That lady make over $200,000 a year. Over $200,000 a year. So they're scared to fire her because if you look at it, if they fire her, they still paying Connie, the last director, and they'll still pay. They have to pay her until her contract ends. And I'm gonna get the contract this week and post it so you guys can see it. I'm gonna post it so you guys can see it. But the board won't do nothing. They won't even sit and meet with the resident. They won't meet with the staff. They won't even call the past staff. I mean, they get emails from people about the problem they're having with this executive director. I just found out the other day she got the whole building bugged. Like she done took federal money and bugged the whole building. You got hidden cameras everywhere inside the building. Phone calls are being recorded. Emails are being checked by her. I mean, this lady is a mess. And a lot of people said, and I had somebody call me the other day and say that, Charles, wasn't you and her cool at one point? And I said, yes, ma'am, me and her was cool. And they said, what happened? I said, well, when some of the rooms that I don't go in and she do, she had a nerve to talk down on my name. I don't like Charles Hardy. He don't run housing authority. I don't like Charles Hardy. And these people felt it kind of strange. Like this man was advocating to try to help you make the community better with the housing authority stuff you doing. And you ain't here talking about him like a dog. And the good thing about it is the people that she told it to, they came back and told me. They came back and told me, Mr. Hardy, we got to tell you, we got to let you know that lady Sheila, you can't trust. We were just at such and such, such and such, and she talked about you like a dog. And I said to myself, I said, I appreciate the information, but I said to myself, I'm getting tired of people stabbing me in the back, people that I'm helping. I'm getting tired of people stabbing me. Oh, he just flipped and turned. She telling her employee, oh, he just flipped and turned on me. No, I did, ma'am. I put you on a high pedestal, a high one, and tried to help you with any situation that you had going on in housing authority. Mind you now, we used to talk every day about issue. If somebody called me and say, hey, look, I got a problem, I call you. Every night, we used to talk on the phone, every night. And for you to turn around and stab me in the back, when I'm helping you, I'm getting tired of stabbing. Look, let me just tell you something. Don't ask me, nobody, I'm telling you, this ain't about housing. Nobody asked me for no help if your intentions on to stab me in the back later down the road. Just move on and find help somewhere. Find your support somewhere else. Because that hurts me when I help people and all they do is stab me in the back. That hurt me right there. And I don't want to lose it mentally. So I'm just keeping it real with you. So another thing that I found out too about Housing Authority is that right now they got 40-something beds, 40-something apartments in Athens Housing Authority that is empty. That is empty with nobody in them. They got over 40 apartments, right? And if I'm lying, somebody shoot me right now. They got over 40 apartments right now that's been empty. It's still empty. Why the hell we got 40 apartments empty in Housing Authority and y'all ain't putting nobody, and she ain't putting nobody in them? Why? We got people laying on the streets. We got people laying on the streets with nowhere to go. We got families sleeping in cars with nowhere to go. And you got a waiting list for about 600, 700, 1,500 people on it. Why the hell you ain't putting these people that need housing in those apartments? When I have to go up in the woods and see them laying on the ground, but we got over 40 apartments available. I have watched this lady in the last couple of months destroy one of the best nonprofits in the city of Athens by herself. By herself. And the board won't do that. But what I'm finna start doing, just so you guys will know, everybody keep asking me, who are these board members? A lot of you guys don't know these board members. I'm going to start breaking down their lifestyle. What I'm finna start doing is breaking down the board lifestyle. Who are they? What school they graduated from? Who they married to? What job they hold? I got some people already working on it. I'm finna put all their personal business on social media, board member by board member. So y'all guys can know who are these board members that's letting this lady destroy so much for our community. Maybe they'll start doing something then. Maybe they'll start, when their life get displayed, because they sit at a desk or they sit in a boardroom and they watch Lisa and John and all these people being evicted or can't get no apartment, they jacking their rent up or what have you. So I think it's only fair that we tell them what's going on. Who are these people that's making these choices? Yeah. All right. It's only right to let y'all know who these peoples are, right? So, as soon as I get the info, I got some people getting the information. So, every Friday, I'm gonna start doing, not this Friday, next Friday, I'm gonna start doing it. Every board member, I'm finna break down from them when they was 5 years old and up until the date. So y'all will know who they are. I'm gonna make a whole post and put their picture on it and break down their life story. Because if they got that much pull to let so many people go through so much hardship and don't do nothing, I think it's only fair. Let me see. Okay, Miss Cannon. But they sat here and let this lady destroy a Housing Authority, man. And look at some of the people that had to resign, forced to resign, and had to retire. Good people. And all those people, good people, man. Good people. And the community love. Y'all seen it on my page. Community love them people. Those people that done left, Miss Sanders and all those people, those are good people. I noticed. Y'all remember, did y'all see, y'all probably seen this. I don't know if y'all seen it or not. I was just watching the other day, Housing Authority board members and the executive director, right? Over in Broad Acres, photo op, that's all it was. But over in Broad Acres saying that they just opened a new GED program for the community, right? They just did a GED program over there for the community, right? Awesome. I want all our people to be able to get their GED. If they don't have it, let them get it, right? That's good. But it's one thing that they left out. Sheila didn't create that. Sheila Chris did not create that GED program. She did not put the connection together for that GED program. Y'all know who put that together? And they probably going to get mad for me saying this. But y'all know who put that program together? Marsha Sanders. The same lady that had to quit because of a hostile work environment. Marsha Sanders, Jalita Sanders, is the one that made the connection with Athens Technical College and put that program together. And here it is. You got the board and Sheila Chris out there cutting the damn ribbon like they did it. And they didn't even do it. And they didn't even acknowledge that she did it. That show you how slimy and grimy people are. Miss Sanders put that program together so the young people in the community can get a GED, a part of Housing Authority, and they get all the credit for it. They got all the credit for it. Just like she's out, allegedly, she's out here spreading the rumor, saying the maintenance man quit. What that dude named Drake, saying he quit because he was stealing Freon out of the maintenance shop. Man, that's a whole lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. If that man was stealing Freon out of the maintenance shop, or how she telling it, that man would have been arrested. Not fired, not quit. He would have been arrested. So what do we do about Housing Authority? I asked for an audit because it's still $40,000 missing. And I need to know where it's at. The ICC committee. I still need to know where that $40,000 at. And it's crazy. This is crazy. When I do these lives about Housing Authority, I watch all the board members come to my page and look at the video. And look at the video. And they don't do nothing. That's why I love the Boys and Girls Club. When I brought these issues up about the Boys and Girls Club, they got on it and took action. That's why I respect the Boys and Girls Club, and I love the Boys and Girls Club, because that board stood on business. That board stood on business. You got all these black folks sitting on the Housing Authority board, and they watching our community get destroyed by one lady, and they won't do nothing. So what tell you what kind of people that's actually on that board? Like, keep it real, man. I don't put no cut on it. And I ain't gonna say nothing bad about them. I'm gonna just tell you the truth. That way they can't sue me. I'm not gonna say nothing bad about them. I'm gonna tell you the truth. So they can't come around, oh, we finna sue you for defamation of character. No. Coach Charles got them receipts. When I told y'all I talked to Sheila every night, I got those receipts. Every night. Not once a week, every night. Shit, I got those receipts. I got a lot of receipts that I ain't putting out there. Trust me. It's a lot of, and I just don't want to be that type of person. So it's a lot of receipts I can put out there, but I ain't gonna put those receipts out there. But Channel 2 did reach out to me. I gave them everybody that's living in mold and all that stuff. One lady got a whole tree coming up through her living room, a tree. We got a lady that has a tree coming up through her floor. The root of a tree is coming up through her floor. And Housing Authority won't do nothing about it. She told me, one of the maintenance man told her, put some water on it. You should have a Christmas tree by next year. Bro. Hey, man. Hold on, guys. Let me pull this up. People want to know, what do we do about Housing Authority, right? What can we do about Housing Authority? So I asked for a federal audit, because like I said, some of the money is missing. They done made it clear they're not in a position to fire that lady. If you think about it, why fire her? Because she's doing wrong? No, because if you fire her, you still gonna lose. I mean, the board gonna still lose because you still gonna have to pay her. And like I said, she make over $200,000 a year. So you still gonna have to pay her all her money. And we still don't have executive director then. So let her sit there. Let her sit there and keep destroying our community until her time run out. Then we get rid of her. And in the meantime, the community has nobody else to turn to when they got a tree growing up through their floor. Or their pipes are not working. People want to get on here on their page or whatever and criticize me for trying to make this community better, right? They want to criticize me for trying to make this community better. But I'm the one that take days off from work and sit in my computer all day, getting information and stuff and sending out emails to meet with people on these people's behalf. But they want to criticize me. I don't understand it. But if you want to criticize me, here's what you do. In 2028, I'm running for commissioner in Athens, Georgia. I'm already in the process of the residents and all that. 2028, I'm running for commissioner in District 2, Melissa Link District. That means I will be over Housing Authority. I will be over Rock Spring, if I win. Bethlehem. All those spots where all our peoples are at, I will be the commissioner in that. I don't think no commissioner up there can beat me in nothing, in no kind of race. So I will be running for District 2, just so y'all heard it here first. I'm running for District 2. And I'm running against Melissa Link. I'm coming for that chair. Like, y'all let her know. I'm coming for that chair. Because you sitting in that spot, you're not helping everybody. Not just the people on Boulevard. You need to help everybody. And you are the commissioner that has all the areas where most of our peoples are at. Rock Spring, Bethlehem, all that's us. That's District 2. And those are the streets that I ran in when I was a little boy. I'm coming for that spot. 2028, when it's time to run, I'm coming for that spot. I'm going to show y'all, and I'm going to sit up there behind that bench, and I'm going to show y'all how y'all can make this community better. Because it seems like some of y'all just don't have common sense. I mean, y'all got all these master's and bachelor's degrees, and they ain't got no common sense. Come on, man. If you see a person laying on the ground, homeless, in the heat, it don't take no master's or bachelor's degree to figure out what you can do to help that individual. How can you sit up here and call yourself a Christian, a person of God, if you can't even help the next individual? Imagine Jesus walking past a whole bunch of poor people and he don't help them. Imagine God giving all the rich people the blessing. It don't add up. So don't sit up here and go to these pretty churches and put on your pretty church clothes if you're not really living by that word. If you ain't living by that word, don't do it. Don't do it. Now, when I get off this live, there's going to be some people call some people. There's going to be some text message flying. But everybody know, when I come on here and talk about the community issue, I talk from my heart. I keep it real. And I got those receipts. So if I say it, I got it. Why you think all the stuff that I have conquered in Athens, I haven't been sued yet? Because they know I got the receipt. Just like I told y'all about the block 2 years ago. Y'all remember I told y'all about the block 2 years ago? There you go. The flat, before I go, guys, let me tell you one more time. For the one that stays in the flat, that's still out in the flat, let me tell you one more time. If you stay in the flats, you got to get together. You got to get together. We got peoples out there, staying out there, that's harming our kids. That's harming our kids. If you guys, if the police won't help y'all, the court system won't help y'all, just tell me. Just tell me. I got some people that's really about that life, that will help save this community. I'm quite sure it's at least 5 or 6 dudes on my page that ain't gonna go for what that guy was doing. They ain't going for that at all. They don't care who the police is. They don't care who the captain is. They don't care about none of that. You're not gonna harm our kids. You're not gonna harm our kids, and we're not gonna allow you to keep harming our kids. That's all we got is our kid. When we dead and gone, that's all we got, our kid. Imagine 30 years from now, that girl gonna be standing somewhere telling this story about how a next door neighbor was raping her. And like I said, plenty of women done went through this and kept it to themselves. We got to stop it. If we see it, we got to stop it. But look, I gotta get off here. Look, guys, thank you so much for always tuning in and watching, man. If anybody got any other questions, concerns, or anything, please feel free to reach out to me. And let's try to fix the issue. The name of the game is to make the community better. This ain't about bashing you, talking about you, disliking you. The name of the game with Charles Hardy is to make the community better. Whether it's the school district, whether it's the housing authority, whether it's the homeless population, it don't matter. Yes, my nonprofit work with homeless people, and we do an awesome job. I love my board. We do an awesome job. But this ain't got nothing to do with First Step. This is Charles Hardy. This personal. When you messing with babies or you messing with homeless people, this personal with me. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your support, man. I'll talk to you guys later.